We're looking for something spooky to do with the entire family. How about a ghost tour right here in Greer? David, you've been putting on these tours for a little bit, and you have some new things this year, so it's really exciting.
We're adding on a brand new tour this year that starts in the cemetery, tells stories of the people who are buried there and their lives, and then makes its way through the backside of town and some of the back alleys, telling stories of things that happened in the past that many people have forgotten about.
What made you want to do ghost tours in Greer? Greer has such a rich history. It's one of those towns that's on a move, and the food scene's great, and people are always looking for something to do. Why ghost tours?
I'd never even crossed my mind when I first started volunteering at the museum. And then when it came to October 2 years ago, our phone started ringing and people started saying, "Where are your ghost tours?" And I said, "What ghost tours?" And it was a great idea. So they sell out very rapidly. They are packed, and we keep adding more, and people keep filling them up. So it's really it is something that fits our audience. It's something people really love and want to do.
And of course, you mentioned the cemetery tour, which is the new tour. Tell us about the other one. What does that one entail?
Yes, we called that our classic tour. It's titled Ruffians and Scoundrels because Greer was founded as a town with a lot of alcohol and no police force. And the result was a rough and rowdy place, and a lot of the ghost stories stem from that rowdiness. So it goes through the early history of Greer, telling the stories of some of those people, some of the wild things that happened in those years. And it's really rooted in the history of Greer. And the cemetery tour tells completely new and different stories, still rooted in real things that really happened.
And what are the ages that people can experience this? Because some family members may be like, I don't know if I want to bring. How young do you expect that people should come to see this?
Yeah, we really aim these to be completely family friendly. So the reality is we're talking about people dying and murders, and there is some of that, but we handle it in a very family friendly, lighthearted way. They're very fun, and so it really is appropriate for all ages.
And which days do the tours happen? Are they throughout the week, only weekends? When can we experience it?
They are on Fridays and Saturdays through the rest of this month.
And people can register online. How far in advance? Because you say that these are quite popular, especially with the mix of history and intrigue and all of that. It's going to be something that people want to do.
That's right. We do have several of our tours are already sold out, but there are a lot of spots still available, especially in weeks coming up. And so they can go to our website, greerheritage.com, and see all the available tickets there.
And we were talking off camera about how much business this brings to Greer, because a lot of folks that are coming here maybe are not from Greer, have never been to Greer, so it gives them an opportunity to enjoy some of the shops, some of the eateries, and get the history and the stories of the city as well.
That's right. Greer's a really attractive town, and part of that attraction is that you can still feel the history here. It's a historic town, and you can tell, and so people come and love the atmosphere. The restaurants and the food and the street action is just great, and the ghost tours walking right through the middle of downtown are just feed to that.
I know you probably get asked a lot, like, what's your favorite ghost story? But if you had to tease people at home to get them on one of these tours, give us a little inkling of some of the types of stories that people will get on these tours.
Okay, I'll tell you the spookiest one that I just ran across this week. There was a gentleman, while I was doing research in the cemetery itself, a gentleman walked up to me and said, "Do you know about the hands over here?" And I said, "What hands?" And he said, "Many people through the years," he said, "my grandfather told me that if you come out to the cemetery at night, you'll see hands coming out of the ground at this one grave." And I said, "That's pretty creepy." And I went and looked up that gentleman who was buried in that grave, Isham Mayfield. As a very young man with little children, he started sleepwalking one night and fell into a well and drowned in the well.
Oh my gosh.
And so I can only imagine what, maybe he's trying to climb his way back out. I don't know.
That one will creep you out a lot.
That's a creepy story.
And so definitely, if you're looking for something that will give you some chill bumps, this is the thing to do. Where can they go online to register for these?
It is greerheritage.com.
Awesome. And they have an opportunity to check out the museum here. A great opportunity to spend some time before checking out some of the things in the museum?
That's right. Every tour ends in the museum. Fantastic collection. A lot of people don't even know it's here. So we give you an opportunity to see the museum itself, and we even tell you a ghost story or two about the building that we're in here.
There you go. Thank you so much, David, for having us in today. We'll put all that information for you at our website, livingupstatesc.com. And if you're looking for something to do here in the Halloween season, this is a great option.